Like, I'm sick. Honestly, don't buy a house if you're single. Like, buy a house when there's two incomes coming in.
I get late and it goes
Yep.
into foreclosure, they will take this
Take
house
the
from
house.
me. Like,
Yep.
Because it was a whole pandemic, so no one was outside spending money. And remember, us spending money makes up 70% of the GDP, so they had to entice us to spend money.
Well, what if I told you that that thought right there is the exact reason why your home will just sit on the market?
Two states where home prices are falling because there are too many houses and not enough buyers.
This is not the market to buy, it is the market to rent.
Here, I just took my house off the market and I'm going to tell you why. Before I get into this, I want to make sure that I mention I am not an expert. I'm just talking about what I've seen in my neighborhood, okay? I listed my house 23 days ago, and at the time, there were only two houses for sale. Both of them had been sitting on the market.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can't get Kevin Hart out.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Now, don't tell me the independent queens who bragged about selling their houses, now they can't sell their house? What's going on?
For a little over 30 days. As soon as I listed, 4 more houses for sale, including my neighbor. And since then, there's been 2 more. I don't like competition, so I took my house off, but that's not the only reason. I started going just a little bit outside of my neighborhood to see how long those houses were sitting. 75 days, 89 days. Your girl know how to take a hint. If houses are not selling and they're sitting, I'm not about to have the house on the market right now. It's just not a good time, obviously. So I started doing some research because I'm thinking I can't be the only person going through this. I ended up finding this article. 2 states where home prices are falling because there are too many houses and not enough buyers. They are talking about Florida and Texas. Now, the experts say that we're not going to have a housing market crash, but it looked like it. So anyway, I'm just going to wait until after the market cools down a little bit, and then I'll try again.
I mean, yeah, you may be waiting a long time. A complete crash has to happen. In order for the market to correct itself, everything has to... You got to see the Wizard of Oz come, right? You know, like Dorothy. But what came before Dorothy came with the dog, right? A tornado came. And before the Wizard of Oz happened, a big tornado hit. Had Dorothy saying, "There's no place like home." Clicking the hills because the tornado blew everything away. That's what has to happen. Because until then, it's not. Because think about what's going on, right? And back in 2020, when the demic happened, I don't want to talk about it, but the vid, I don't want to talk about it. But when that happened, right, everybody, the government, nobody was working. So the government had to throw a bunch of money in the market. Controversy happened. People didn't see what was going to happen. Other things happened, which I don't want to talk about in this video, but this is wild. This is what you ladies have to deal with.
They're selling their homes right now. They're having the worst luck selling their homes right now. This is not the market to buy. It is the market to rent. I know it sounds crazy, but right now it is more flexible, more feasible, and it's just smarter to rent right now. The average length of time.
Hold up, wait a minute. I got to stop it because I'm not going to stop it after this, but I have to stop it, right? So it's not the market to rent. And what are men talking about doing? Renting. I just want to check.
That a house is sitting on the market right now is about 3 months. 3 months. Some houses have been sitting longer than that because the market is vastly different than it was a year ago. Just a year ago. Like, people are losing trying to sell their homes right now. And some people are selling just to go back to renting. So right now it's not smart to buy. If you planned on buying right now, you might want to rethink that, because buying right now is just not it. If you're selling, it is just not it. Like, a lot of people are starting to rent out their homes because it's just more cost efficient to make that money back and pay on their mortgage, or pay on their property taxes and whatnot than actually selling their home because they can't sell it.
Yeah. And then you rent out your home, and then you got to keep the home up. So you end up spending more money. That's what's going to happen, right? Because most of you can't be landlords. I hate to make it a them versus us, but that's what they turned it into. It's sad. Men never wanted to do that. But when you ladies put on the army boots, right? When you went to war, you said, okay, now it's time to go to war. We're going to go to the trenches. We can do what men do. We can do it all. That's what happened. And it's been tit for tat ever since. But this is what you have to understand. This is not a we told you so, really. Because I know what you saw in the thumbnail, you go, wow, yeah, that's right, we did. But no, it's a we knew. Men knew this was happening. But let's continue.
Did your agent come up to you and give you a number that you might not have been happy with because you're thinking, I know I can get so much more for this property? Well, what if I told you that that thought right there is the exact reason why your home will just sit on the market and you most likely will not get any traction on it?
Look, I can't hate on you because you heard what the lady just said. She got to sell it. She got to try. I believe she's an agent. A person is going to give their house to her and say, sell this for me.
So typically when you overprice your home, did you know that you're more likely to make less out of that transaction than you normally would have if you would have just listened to your agent and ran with the numbers they gave you? Don't overprice and sit longer. Instead, get with your agent, list it at that right price, and watch the magic happen.
So she said, what is house sitting now? 3 months, longer, right? Years. They're not telling everything that's happening. Sitting for years. So, yeah, let's just have sit for a couple of years and watch the magic happen. That's not magic. If my house is sitting and sitting and sitting, like, yeah, for old people, that may be okay. They may be fine. Oh, we can let the house sit. Baby, Dorothy, the house sitting. We've been sitting here together in the house together in this rocking chair. Like this, we've been sitting together in this rocking chair, rocking.
This is why your home isn't selling.
We've been sitting in this rocking chair, rocking. And it's going to keep on rocking, and we're going to keep on sitting because we're going to be here together, baby. You know I love you, girl. No. People are not them. They're not Dorothy and her husband. They're not trying to sit in rocking chairs, right? While the house sits on the market because you promised them a hope and a dream and a hop and a skip. And the house is not a hop and a skip away from being sold. It's a long mile. People don't want to wait that long.
Home appraisals in black neighborhoods are being weaponized. This is not an opinion, this is a fact. You can have the same square footage, the same builder, and the same upgrades, but the minute it's a black owner or historically black zip code, your value of your home drops magically. Why? Because the system is built to undervalue black ownership. So they keep black people playing catch up in real life. And at this point, we are not just dealing with racism. We are dealing with strategic wealth suppression. Appraisers will walk into your home and see the same high-end fixtures of your neighbor who apparently is of a different ethnicity and devalue your home just because you are you. Let's not talk about lenders because they will just pretend that it's the market. What they're really doing is using old school redlining tactics and modern day paperwork. And I don't know if y'all have ever noticed, but a lender will put normally in their I forgot what it's called, but there's like this report that they have, and they will say things you can't change or absolutely things that are absolutely non-negotiable. And it's always your appraiser. Like all of these are people they trust and want to work with. So you may not be able to actually choose your appraiser. So instead of letting these things happen to you, here's how you can fight back. Whitewashing your appraisal is real. So at the end of the day, if you know that you're going to refinance your house or you're going to be selling your home, remove all the black art in the world that you could possibly think of, or anything that's cultural related to you or can expose who you are. Is it right? No, but it's structure. But it's it's survival. You know, it's a strategic survival until the system is rebuilt. And you can always request a copy of your appraisal report and dispute the numbers if you feel as though something is off or something is wrong. That's what a lot of people don't know. Use a real estate agent that knows how to advocate for you. Someone like me. Always ask for comps before your listing agents even try to list your house. How can somebody list your home without showing you what is selling for in your neighborhood? Always ask if your lender will allow you to either pick your own appraiser or if they have a list of appraisers that you can choose from. That little choice changes everything. If you suspect bias, you can always file a complaint. One thing about Appraisal Foundation, they don't play. HUD and the CFPB, they don't play. Game is only rigged if you don't know the rules. Once you do, you either beat it or you break it. And you're here to do both. To my people, know your rights and don't settle for less. And if you're looking to move within 30 days in Houston or Maryland, DM me home and let's make sure we get your home sold strategically.
I mean, hey, she got to sell it. I can't hate. You can't hate. And also to people who want to know, because I know you people that are watching want to know why I cut the videos and talk, right? Because when you do that, that makes the video yours. Let me let people understand something about copyright. Because what happened is I was recently copyrighted and I couldn't reverse strike it because through the whole video, I was there in the video, but I let the whole video play without talking. Because of that, I wasn't able to reverse copyright strike it. So I have to wait it out for 90 days. So for you guys that are watching, that's why I do that.
Search things yesterday. Here's
What's
three
this?
reasons why the housing market is basically frozen. Let's talk about it. Number one is the lock-in effect. For y'all that don't know, back in 2020 and 2021, millions of current homeowners locked in lowest interest rates we've ever seen in a long time. I'm talking about 2.5% to 3%. It was wild crazy. Now, the reason interest rates were so cheap was because the feds threw mad money into the economy because it was a whole pandemic, so no one was outside spending money. And remember, us spending money makes up 70% of the GDP, so they had to entice us to spend money. Now, ever since then, interest rates have gone up to fight inflation. Specifically, as of yesterday, we're sitting at 6.3% for your average home loan. Now, what we have is current homeowners who are sitting on these 2.5% to 3% interest rates, and they're looking.
Hold up. I got to do my interruption, right? Because it's an interruption with cause that makes sense. So you hear who's bragging about getting the homes now, right? And they're getting it at 6.3%. Who is that? I'm going to show you who.
So y'all, I just seen this post that said single women are buying more homes than single men. And that 2.7 million women have bought more homes than men. And it said these are the states that they are buying the homes in. When I saw Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana, baby, I could have about threw my hands up and threw this phone on the floor.
Happy.
Yes. Buy them homes up. Women in the South, honey, I am proud. Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana are some of the states where a lot of the single women is buying homes.
We doing
yes,
it.
honey.
Screw those men.
That means we're doing something.
I'm strong.
We're doing well enough to become home owners. And I know people say, well, the cost of living is more affordable down south, but also the struggle is real down south. So if you can afford a home as a single woman in the South, especially if you have children and you're not receiving no type of assistance or nothing like that,
doing it,
honey, that's something to be proud of. Congratulations, y'all. That's a flex.
And that there's 6%, 7% interest rates out there for a new home, and they're like, why the hell would I sell? I should never. Now that leads to there being less inventory of homes overall because people can't afford the new interest rates, and the people that are having homes right now are not willing to sell their current interest rate to get a higher one. It doesn't make sense for them. Leads to my reason number 2, buyers are tapped out. With us currently being in a low hire, low fire job market, and with JP Morgan just releasing that they're expecting the housing market to increase 0% for 2026, so essentially flat, this all indicates that buyers pretty much do not have the capital to buy. Most people aren't switching jobs or relocating or or doing any of that. They're pretty much saving every penny that they possibly can because they're not confident within the specific economy. At least in my third point, people aren't confident because of tariffs and global chaos. For y'all that don't know, on April 2nd, Trump signed a proclamation, added a 50% tariff on copper, steel, and aluminum. So pretty much the important stuff you need to build a crib. Trump also added a 25% tariff on products made from those metals. So either it be anything made from copper, aluminum, and steel, those also face another 25% tariff. As y'all can imagine, copper, aluminum, and steel are three of the most important things you're gonna need with building a house. So if builders are seeing they're gonna have to pay more upfront to now build a house, they're gonna charge you as the consumer more to pass off those expenses. They need to make a profit at the end of the day. On top of that, the Iran war has caused oil prices to spike above $100. And even though we had a ceasefire just as recently, we're still seeing expensive oil, which adds to inflation, which actually leads to the feds not wanting to cut interest rates, which means you are going to have to pay more for a house just like others have to. All this craziness adds to the uncertainty that both buyers and sellers have in the housing market. So now most of them are just on the sideline waiting for the go-to because they don't know what's going on. Now, in my opinion, if you're a buyer right now, this is actually the best market you can have ever because sellers are wanting to sell their homes and no one is buying them, meaning you to negotiate with them for a discount. And if you're a seller, do not price your house like your house is a second coming of Jesus. That's why most people are sitting on their property for 60 to 70 days because they're pricing it damn near 100 grand over asking. It's crazy. If you're looking for other ways to build wealth, including the housing market, make sure you follow our page and tap into our Discord. Link in the bio. It's D-Wall. I'm out of here.
I gotta say this. There are some very smart ladies that understand this information. But look who was telling the information. A guy that speaks just like me. A guy that seems like a regular everyday Joe Schmo. But you know what? He may very well not be a regular everyday Joe Schmo. Don't sleep, people. This man, who knows, probably didn't go to college. But what does he understand? He understands markets. Why? Because you can easily pay attention and research these things. And what are men doing? Research. And I'm going to do a video today. And if you guys don't know, it's about he misled me, right? Because that man didn't do research. Same thing. Just like a modern woman, right? Like, for instance, when I first watched Kevin Samuels, right? I heard about all of the information. Oh, yeah, he puts women down, right? I heard that. I looked at him because I've been doing this even longer than he has. I'm a content creator. So I did my research, did long, deep research, found out he was trying to help correct men before he started talking about females, right? Because I did my research before judgment, right? So when I break down, it's going to be good. When I break down it's going to be tonight. So you guys are going to see, this video is going to come first. But when I break it down, you guys are going to see the research I do of my own content, which he could have done. Like, I got to tell you guys this. Even if I tell a guy, hey, you can go to the Philippines and you'll have your way out there, right? I'm thinking a guy, is going to be able to understand, but I have to understand the reason why I fell at, I have to be real. Most people are green, right? I'm not green. So I'm thinking from an aspect of you're not green. Like, for instance, I spoke with a brother, right? I had a conversation with a brother, and I can tell he wasn't green. I said, yeah, when you come to the Philippines, you'll have your way because you're not green. Let's continue.
For black women who are single, black women who are late bloomers, black women who are self-sufficient, don't buy the house. Don't fall into the American dream farce because it's BS. Don't do it. This is coming from someone who has had a house for the past 5 years. I quit my corporate job about 5 months ago, and so right now I'm in the process of selling my house. I'm about to put my house on the market, and it's because it's a farce because I really don't own this house. If I get late on payments, if I get late and it goes into foreclosure, they will take this house from me like it ain't nothing because it's not mine. It's not an asset. It is a liability. It is stressful. If anything ever happens to the house, I am responsible for it. I've had to have multiple repairs done to this house, and it's a new build. It's stressful. I don't want to have to do the work. I am single. I'm 37 and I don't have children. I don't want to
Yeah.
do this work. I just don't want to do it. I rather invest in myself, invest in my dreams, invest in investments, stock. If I'm going to have a rental property, I should be like renting it out and having someone
You heard what she said? Investments, stocks.
control it. I shouldn't have a house where I am responsible for everything and I'm dealing with everything. It is stressful. It is very, very stressful. Why would I want to add more stress to my life? The world is not welcoming to Black women. The world is not welcoming to those who look differently, especially America. America's rolling back all these different programs, these protections to hurt those who are not.
Yeah.
Okay? They are letting go Black women predominantly
Not the
more
hurt.
than anybody from these jobs. Y'all saw this video of that Black woman at that hospital who was in agony when she was in labor just because of bad customer service. They didn't want to actually help her. That's what we have to deal with as Black women. We're not prioritized. We're not cared for. So why would I want to add more stress to my life? I did that because I wanted to fit in the mold. I thought if I got the house, it would seem like I have it together. I'll be living the American dream. I'm independent. I'm that woman. Baby, no. It's a farce. It's a farce. If you get more expenses, that means you need to make more money. I got a house. I was getting paid more money, but I was stressed. Mental health went down. Anger went up. Resentment went up. Stress went up. Blood
All that went up because you got strong.
pressure went up. Pain went up. Isolation for years. Weight gain, baby. But it's out the wazoo. Trying to heal from this now. Credit cards went up because I could not handle my feelings. So I had to spend. And then you need to make more money so you can cover the money that you're spending. And then you need to make more money because, oops, there was a leak in the house. Oops. A pipe burst. Oops. It's not worth it, ladies. Save your peace. Invest in yourself. Go travel. Go learn. If you don't have children, if you are a late bloomer, what are you doing? Go live your life. Go live your life. The world looks like it's crumbling around you. Okay. Go find your peace. Okay? Go find your peace. It's not going to come from a house. Now, I'm not discrediting anybody that has a house, that loves being in a house, loves settling, loves being grounded. But for those who are single, those who have been trying to please everybody else but themselves, those who have put themselves last, don't get the house. I got the house, and it just added more stress. And now that I got the house, people around me saying, why would you get rid of the house? You shouldn't want to get rid of the house. Oh, my goodness. And I'm like, who going to pay for this house? Who going to pay for the 2,000 plus mortgage? Huh? Who going to do that? Who going to pay for all these repairs? Oh, it's me. It's me. I'm going to do that. And I signed up for it. And now I don't want it no more. I can choose differently. I chose this. I chose this burden because I was trying to live a facade. Now I don't want the facade no more. And it's uncomfortable. It is painful. But baby, this chapter got to get closed. And so I am warning all Black women who thinking about getting a house, don't get a house. Don't get a house. They tell you that it's an asset. It's an asset. Okay. Get late. Let them take the house from you. Oh, you want your equity? Is your credit bad? Are you gonna be able to take the money out your credit line? Or your equity if your credit bad? Oh, you need to refinance your house. If your credit bad, are they going to let you do that? Are they going to let you refinance your house? I don't think so. I don't think so. Think again. You could do so much more. You can learn about other ways of building wealth, of establishing wealth, or having something more than adding more stress to you by getting a house. And yes, the economy is horrible. But a house, that's 30-some years. Is that what you want? You want something for 30-some years? You want to deal with something for 30-some years? More power to you. I release it.
Yeah, you heard her. She said travel, but it's not travel, because you can get caught up in blowing more money traveling. This is the cheat code. If anybody has realized, I'm living the cheat code. You have to how figure out a skill you can do while you're overseas, living overseas, then travel, right? Because if you're living overseas, you're paying almost next to nothing for your place that you're staying in, right? Like everybody knows, I talk about it probably every second I can in my recent videos. Well, I have now 2 province homes. I'm officially out of Manila. I've moved officially to the province. Now I'm in my 2 province homes, but I'm not there now because I'm right here in Manila to fix up my old apartment, right? To do renovations on that. And I'm getting ready to go to Malaysia. So I'm in the transition right now, in the Airbnb right now. My wife is over. She's out taking care of the other home, making sure it gets fixed up. I'm gonna have to pay 8,000 pesos for that, which is $160. Where if I was in the U.S., that would probably cost me $8,000. Literally, they're gonna paint it. They're going to like replaster the walls, fix up the put new not concrete, because yeah, it is concrete. They're gonna put new concrete where the air conditioner hole is to make it look new and make it look all nice and neat. If I was in the US, that probably would cost me not 8,000, maybe like 2,000, 3,000. But I'm paying $160 for it. That's the difference in being overseas. So if you're overseas and that's all your expenses, you can travel, go to different countries and go live there. Because that's what I'm about to do in Malaysia. I'm about to go stay for months and then go to another country and stay for months. I don't just talk about this. This is that life. I'm not bragging. The guys working on a computer on the beach, I lived that life.
$1,000 and I am not okay. So let me tell you guys, for the longest time, people be screaming from the hilltop, home ownership is not it. Like, don't rush, don't rush. And I will just be like, I don't understand it because I'm literally chilling. Like, cheaper than rent. I was bamboozled. So let me tell y'all what they do not tell y'all about real estate. So they do an analysis every year from, at least with the mortgage that I got, right? And so they did an analysis and basically my mortgage increased by $1,000. And I asked them why. And they were like, something about my house is a new build. And so I guess they charged me for the taxes when it was just the land for 2 years. Then after year 2, they add the taxes with the house actually on it. And they were like, yeah, your builder is supposed to tell you. They didn't. They didn't. And so I asked them, can I sell the house? And they were like, there's no equity in it. You guys see me smiling, but come next month, I'm literally going to be in tears because $1,000 extra a month, I legit want to move back home and live with my parents. But I don't have that option. I'm sick. Like, I'm sick. Honestly, don't buy a house if you're single. Like, buy a house when there's 2 incomes coming in because, baby, you gonna need it.
Man, this is serious. And I'm happy that these ladies are saying this, right? Because you have a bunch saying, yeah, we out buying men. But then we have ladies that got into it saying, don't do it. Listen to them, please. I gotta put these videos up on I'm gonna make a shorts channel, right? And I'm gonna start putting videos up like this that people need to hear. Seriously, I may do a shorts channel like information women need to hear, right? And not even do like no talking in it. Maybe have like a AI feminine voice so people don't know it's me, and use a I'm dead serious, and use a female talking and saying, yeah, ladies, don't get into it. Seriously. And just give them nothing but good stuff. No nonsense they getting now. Nothing but good things. But it's not gonna work. It may work though. I'm having hope. I'm keeping hope alive. I'm gonna help save the modern woman. Yeah, see that? I'm trying to help out. I'm trying to help the economy because feminism is a cancer.
Let's talk about it a
Watch
little
this
bit
here.
first. Imagine you are the homeowner, this woman up here, and you have security footage of this guy being in your home.
This is
But you
sad.
didn't
This is
find
crazy.
out that this guy was in your home until after your neighbor alerted you that your stuff was on your lawn outside. They alerted you that there were U-Haul trucks, like alerted you that their U-Haul trucks like hauling your stuff away, and there was a bunch of your stuff, your clothes and whatnot, are on the lawn. And you look it up, you do your research, and this guy said that you were dead, and he went to these people here and said, "Hey, my sister is deceased, and this is me, and I need to commandeer her house. Check this out."
This is the guy that has my house. I've been up all night doing research. I cannot find who these people are. I can't find out who owns this LLC. He knows I'm alive. This is what I'm going through right now. Someone by the name of Ryan Layton filed for a deed transfer saying that he was my brother and that I was deceased. I was actually alerted by all of this by my neighbor because I work over the road. So my neighbor alerted me when he seen U-Hauls pulling up, removing everything out of my house. The police were called out. However, these people had documents together. They had their lives together. They had a team. Everyone was saying they didn't know. They were hired by someone. The police did make the people leave, but no one was arrested. So I reached out to a detective to see why was no one arrested for trespassing and burglarizing my home. The detective was easily able to verify that I'm the owner because it's all public record. He pulled it right on up, and he realized that it was something going on with fraud. He reached out to Eagles Consulting, who they are claiming that they bought the home from the Ryan Layton, and explained to him that this was a scam. At this time, I'm thinking this company will back off due to the detective letting him know that he has no ownership over the home. The owner of the company was actually supposed to meet with me and the detective, so I came here for the meeting. The guy was a no-show, and he stopped answering the detective's calls. After that, he filed an eviction from me and got me removed from my property. This is the guy that has my house. I've been up all night doing research. I cannot find who these people are.
So apparently, looking at it,
Wow.
clarification, Ryan signed the paperwork saying that his sister was dead, and he sold her house out from underneath her to Eagle Consulting.
Wow.
This is why, like, whose side are you on? Do you believe her?
I don't know.
Was Ryan really the owner of the home, right? And it looks like Eagle Consulting, it looks like might be innocent in this, but you never know, right? You never know. They apparently paid Ryan a bunch of money, and like, but I guess she said she's on the road quite a bit. Maybe she's a truck driver. You know, who knows, right? They leave for long periods of time. So, like, what's going? What do you guys think? What would you do? What would you do?
Like in that case, what can you do? The authorities kicked you out of your home. I guess you can take it to the Supreme Court, right? You guys let me know what you would do. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Peace out. See you next video.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.